Welcome to Moose Plays, everyone. I'm the Liquor Moose, and today, uh, it's a special week. Week 9? Yeah, week 9. I've got two matches this week. So, for this one, I'll be going over um, my first match against Liam, who pilots the Bravest Birds team. Uh, so, Liam's also a new player to Pokemon. Um, he's got some good threats, admittedly. He also had some well played wins. I will give him that. Um, he drafted. I think he was more as like kind of a joke. He drafted a lot of birds. He drafted three Pidgeot, Talonflame, and Toucanon. Mega Pidgeot, which is better than the normal one, obviously. Um, so in order to deal with it, I just had to make my team of six. So the first thing I needed to check was the power of Mega Pidgeot, since it gets no guard, and no guard makes it so all of his moves hit, and all of his and like all the Jesus, I can't talk today. I'm sorry. All of his moves hit the target, and the opposing Pokemon's moves always hit it. So in order to check this, I kind of went with Heatran, especially defensive variant. He excuse me. He resists Hurricane, is immune to Heat Wave, and honestly, Mega Pidgeot's kind of lacking a very powerful third coverage move. The most important thing with Mega Pidgeot was that it didn't get Focus Blast, which was, um, which was like the main reason for me to pick Heatran as a check to it. If it got Focus Blast, I might have tried something else, but without it, Heatran's definitely the Pokemon to do that. Again, just especially defensive leftovers. Stealth Rock, Lava Plume, Earth Power. Those are pretty standard. I'm bringing Ancient Power this time. He does have a lot of rock weaknesses. Uh, Volcarona is 4 times weak to it. Pidgeot's 2 times. Talonflame's 4 times. And Toucanon gets hit by it. It's mostly because he has two Pokemon that he often brings that are both 4 times weak to rock type attacks. And just the general coverage of Ancient Power is pretty okay. If I get the all stats boost from the Ancient Power, then that's just gravy, I think. So that's why he's there. The next threat I needed to look at for Liam was his Kartana. He very often likes to bring Choice Scarf Kartana. There are times where he brings Expert Belt, but I'd rather be safe than sorry with the Choice Scarf. So I'm Choice Scarfing Tapu Koko again, even though this is only, I think, the second time I've done it, but this is necessary this time. Again, Thunderbolt, because he does have a lot of flying types again. The only thing with Thunderbolt I'll need to be careful with is that both Manectric and Rhydon gets Lightning Rod. On Rhydon, it's not that big of a deal because it was immune to it anyways, but on Manectric, it could actually make a difference. With the, I think it gives a special attack boost now. Then I get Dazzling Gleam for coverage because that Haxorus is a beast if you let it stick around for too long. Hidden Power Fire. This was the main Pokemon. This is sorry, not the main Pokemon. This is the main move I need to offensively check his Kartana. Um, because his Kartana has a monstrous attack stat. I think it's like 187 is his attack stat. Like it's something ridiculous. Um, so yeah, but his special defense stat is very lacking. I think it's only like 30 something. So Hidden Power Fire will always one hit kill on this set. So because of that, even with a modest nature here instead of timid, I will still outspeed it with Choice Scarf. So I'm going with that just to give me more firepower against everything else. Um, and then U-turn obviously just for like the normal keep momentum, make a good pivot move. I went with U-turn instead of Volt Switch. Honestly, just because of both Rhydon and Manectric. He hasn't brought Manectric so far, and honestly, I don't expect him to yet. But Rhydon he has brought a few times, and I'd rather him not stop my momentum because of it. Plus, U-turn does hit Zoroark and Ludicolo super effectively. Um, and because I'm choiced, if I have to stay out there for a while, I'd rather not have two electric type moves, even with Electric Surge. I think it's just better with U-turn. So past that, the other main Pokemon I needed to check were it's also noteworthy that Heatran does check Volcarona very well as well. Um, the other Pokemon I needed to check for sure were Mienshao and Haxorus. I'm going with a physically defensive fortress to try to do that. Um, Pretty normal stuff. I'm not bringing Volt Switch this time for the same reason I didn't bring Volt Switch on Tapu Koko. I just rather him not ruin my momentum. I'm happy with just hard switching out if I need to with this. So I'm bringing Spikes, obviously, just to pair up with the Stealth Rock. Gyro Ball. He has a pretty fast team, especially with all of his birds. I think Gyro Ball will do well in this match. Rapid Spin to clear away other hazards. And if in the case he does bring Rhydon or a bulky Delmise, I've got Toxic to try to stall it out. Then I've got the Choice Scarf Volcanion. I needed another offensive Pokemon, mostly to deal with Talonflame when it doesn't have the Gale Wings boost, because they nerfed Gale Wings. They made it so it only gets priority on its flying type attacks on full HP. So I'm going with the Choice Scarf Volcanion to deal with that. It's also another check. It's also a check to non-Choice Scarf Kartana if that needs to happen. Also a good offensive check to Volcarona. Steam Eruption does massive damage. Flamethrower. Flamethrower will one-hit Kartana and hits Zoroark very well too. Going with a more consistent version of this as opposed to Fire Blast, which can miss. Then Earth Power and Sludge Wave give me the best coverage for the match, so I'm going with those. Next up, I'm bringing in Weavile. I'm bringing a Life Orb variant. Again, he has a lot of flying types. Other than Talonflame, like this will hit Pidgeot and Toucannon very hard. Also, Rhydon's weak to ice, and so is Delmise. And I'm just more so looking at the Pokemon that he brings a lot. He's never brought Manectric or Ludicolo so far, so I'm not really too concerned about those. The only thing I need to watch out for Weavile is that Mienshao hits this very, very hard. And then lastly, I'm bringing in a physically defensive Mesprit. Basically, what I would do with Slowking if I would have brought him, but I'm not. Just make him physically bulky, spam Calm Mind, and go nuts. Psychic and Ice Beam give me the best coverage for the mat. Give me I had it right the first time. Give me the best coverage for the match. So I'm going with those. And then Healing Wish. It's a pretty good move that Mesprit is good at using, just to heal up another Pokemon that might have gotten hurt earlier in the match that I will definitely need later. It's just a good utility move to have. So yeah, so this was Battle 1 for Week 9. My second match for Week 9 is against Alex Turner, which is my rematch from Week 8. So keep your eye out for both the battle for this and the team builder for that battle. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.